you discovered in the first episode of this show, I am the expert to come to you about kids, the summer, and how to keep them safe and sane. So, for your convenience, I've laid it all out. Summer Plan 2020. Step 1, quarantine the little rascals for 14 days. Step 2, dress them in hazmat suits. If you can't get a hazmat suit online that's the right size, I recommend a lawn and leaf bag, plus a face shield and a face mask. Step 3, buckle them into the car. You do want them to be safe, right? Step 4, drive to Camp Nana and Pop-Pop and come to a rolling stop. Then you tell them to exit the vehicle, and you throw their clothes out the window. As you, step 5, go, go, go. This is why you only came to a rolling stop in the first place. Now, in case you're wondering whether I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is, I'm not suggesting you do anything to your kids that I'm not willing to do to myself. Now, here's my plastic bag. My lawn and leaf bag. I put armholes and a hole for my head in it. Now, the face shield only just came, and I'm kind of letting that package season, so I decided to make myself a face shield with my daughter's headband. Oh, before that, I thought for good measure, I'd also put on goggles on top of my glasses. Okay, now the face shield made with my daughter's headband. And if you're going to use your kid's headband for the face shield, my recommendation is to try and get a homemade mask that color coordinates with the face shield. So, yeah, I'm not suggesting you do to your kids anything I'm not willing to do to myself. Looking further down the pike, I thought it might be helpful to also have a conversation about future planning. And just to be clear, by the way, by future planning, I don't mean family planning while in quarantine or isolating at home when your options for physical activity are, how should I put this, somewhat limited? No. I'm talking about what to do with the kids you already have. And font of wisdom that I am, I of course assume that you want to know my thoughts. So thought number 1, if your kids are, say, 6+, I think you're just screwed. Flat out. Plain screwed. Sorry. But if your kids are, say, 2 tiny ones like mine, and the bigger one was just about to go off to school for the first time, you may be in luck. You could save hundreds or thousands of dollars by having your kid play and continue not sharing at home. Perhaps an even bigger point, though, is that you have already honed your lesson plan for the little one in year 1 of lockdown with the big one. He or she was your guinea pig. You mastered it. I'm not just talking here about the intentional lesson plan. I'm also talking about the accidental lesson plan, because my impression is that all across the English-speaking world, the accidental lesson plan had the exact same component for every single toddler. It included asshole and the effing big jerk. Fuck. WTF, you need a definition. And of course, shit. Now, fortunately for me, I almost never say asshole out loud. Better believe I write it all the time on social media, but my kids can't read, so I'm good. However, from time to time, fuck does slip out. And once or twice it's actually been within earshot of the big one. So what do? I tell him that he didn't hear what he thinks he just heard. I tell him I was talking about ducks, and fortunately for me, he's buying what I'm selling because of what I bought before. Specifically, the big one, Mommy and Daddy Duck, the triplets. Nice family, right? The little ones, and then the rest of the gang. Yep, octuplets we got. Incidentally, thank you to all our friends and family who helped us amass this amazing duck inventory. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so you may now be wondering, what happens when shit slips out? Well, fortunately for us, we live by a river. And there are boats going by day in and day out. So I just tell my kid that I'm talking about ships and maritime objects. As a side note, for all of you in child services who may be watching this, I just want to point out that I am actively trying to prevent my kids from learning these vocab words. My aunt, when she was probably about my age and had 3 tiny ones, she was carrying the feverish baby down the stairs while the other 2 pulled at her legs, so clearly, obviously, she was gonna fall. She let out one lone shit. Well, the next time she went grocery shopping with the big one in the cart, on the checkout line, the big one suddenly exclaims, "Shit, mommy, shit!" The grocery store clerk looks at her like, WTF are you teaching your child? And obviously my aunt was mortified. I just want to point out that though we're probably never leaving the house again, I still am trying to prevent my kids from learning this stuff, even though nobody would ever know except for the fact that I'm recording this for the whole world to see. Anyway, returning to our discussion of ships, I'm reminded of the poop situation in our apartment. No, it hasn't gotten much better since last time. Thank you for asking though. When I had dogs, I was terrible at housebreaking. What I've since discovered is hashtag potty training is housebreaking for humans, and I suck at it. Which brings me to the fact that I'm really missing my husband right now. Not so much the date nights and or anything like that, the romance, no. He used to take out the trash, which included the diaper genie. I miss him taking out the diaper genie. Hashtag long live romance and date nights. P.S. Just remember, our anniversary's coming up in 2 weeks.